Hello everyone, Commander N, back with some more Making History Great
Hey,
Wars, Italy. Joining me today are
Hey,
Mysterious, Smithy,
hey,
and
hey,
Bane. A little bit of a different crew today. So,
hey.
now,
he
uh,
wasn't vain.
when we last left off from last time, I kind of skipped ahead in time a little bit. So, here we are. The war's begun. Basotho expelled. St.
Time
Peter's
travel happened. The Nazis gained the power of time travel. Get down.
Get
Oh
down.
shit!
It's like Wolfenstein all over again.
Transform
Was that
Republic.
really the plot of Wolfenstein?
Hey.
Alright, and
Hey.
for all you people who happen to be watching this broadcast, and for right now it don't matter because there's only 3 people, and that's the 3 people in here.
I'm not.
You guys are
Oh
gonna end
gosh,
up
I'm not.
on YouTube with recording and stuff. So, what happened? If you recall from the end of the last video, the Entente declared war on the Ottoman Empire. So basically, we got big Republic of Armenia. Russia's taken most of Anatolia and Iraq. France has taken Palestine, Lebanon, most of Syria, and other bits of Syria and Jordan, which have fallen to the British. Arabia's just this mess. And Mexico's cut in half between the Socialist Union of Mexico and the Constitutionalists.
Socialism.
And
It smells like free shit via taxpayer.
that's where we're at. So, next turn. See what happens.
Wait, honestly, I never knew. Wait, is that actually a thing that happened during that time for Mexico?
Yeah, Mexico had had like a civil war during the World War I time
No, I know
frame.
they had. I know
Or
they had a civil war, but I didn't know they had like those specific factions. I would have thought they would have been, different ideals.
oh yeah, there
Never really
were
paid for.
like Pancho Villa and other groups like the Zapatistas and
Yeah.
a bunch of socialists and stuff. Japan's declared war on Germany.
Basically, World War One was a mess of treaties.
Indeed.
Treaties and alliances.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
basically
treaties
one
that fucked over every empire overnight.
one guy got assassinated from another country, then it was a whole chain reaction of dominoes of who was allied with who and who was against who.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What nation are you, Nick?
I am Italy.
Oh, all
Oh,
right.
The,
Italy, yeah.
yeah, the guys who turned their back on Austria after Austria
Yes.
declared war on Serbia. And that's exactly
It,
what I did too.
Italy
So,
would later go on to become the Diet Nazis.
The diet
Diet Nazis confirmed. GG.
It's like regular
Illuminazis
diet. They,
confirmed.
again, like regular diet.
my
They just did everything worse.
Czechoslovak Legion.
Czechoslovak Legion. Oh my gosh, that sounds like the best metal band ever.
It
Czechos
is.
will
Give it
black
up for the.
And for
That-
those
that-
of you, oh, I'm sorry. For those of you who don't know, that was a legit thing.
That is awesome.
Okay, test the waters. Should I
The
join?
waters.
The waters are pretty salty. Should I join the Entente or continue to wait and see?
Like, what was
First-
it?
First,
Entente.
what country is the Entente?
That's the French.
The
American,
Britain
British?
France
Okay.
thing. America's
Me
not
and,
involved at this point.
What was it? I think it was me
I
and
would say
Solace.
yes, but
Me and
If
me
it's-
and Solace,
is it-
we played the first version of this game, the Calm of the Storm. We played it during World War II. He was Russia and I was the U.S. and we tried to take down Japan early so they'd not be a threat. And I neglected to realize that their fleet was like literally in the same waters as mine. They wrecked all of our fleets, and we were done. We were just like, that's GG. We're gonna quit now. And then I had massive coal reserves, so I asked him to buy some of my coal.
Can I just mention you just interrupted me when I was trying to answer Nick's question?
Oh, absolutely. And I remember I saw that clever attempt of yours to try to get back in, and I blocked you. Denied. It's like that scene from that movie that no one likes, where he's like, denied.
Wait, what
All right, now you were saying, Bane.
Go
Denied.
if it's French. If it's French and British, I would say join. But
The French are gonna get knocked out. I think that's
yeah, that's okay. Since this is this World War One we're talking about? Yeah.
I think it's
Yes,
in
it
both
is.
wars they got knocked out.
No.
Okay, yeah. No, stay neutral as long as humanly possible. If I've learned anything from American wars.
Just
Yeah.
chill out for a while until things get really bad.
Wait, is Germany at war with Belgium? No, they're not. Yeah, so far Germany didn't actually declare war on Belgium, but Britain, yep, they're with the alliance and at war with Germany too. Okay.
The
Anyway,
best thing about playing games about World War II is that you know what's gonna happen. So you got like this precognitive special knowledge.
Well, I mean you
You're
could go
basically
like
you're a prophet
You're
essentially.
basically cheating.
Yeah.
It's like
Stop reading history books and play video
Unless-
games,
no
kids.
matter what World War II video game you play, you will know that the Nazis will lose at the end unless it's an alternate universe.
unless you're playing Making History where everything is different. Way different.
Like, you can kind of predict this though. Like even playing the first version of this game, I'm so it was like, oh, don't worry, you're in the Great Depression right now. Things will start getting better around this point when this thing happens because that stays fairly consistent.
Yeah, it is true. But
All in all, time travel is fucking weird.
Basically,
But at the same time, in my game of Making History too, I was playing as nationalist China, and I was able to take out the communists rather quickly. So, yeah, I did use that to my advantage. But, Hungary and nationalist Spain ended up becoming the dominant powers of Europe, controlling just about everything. And then
seriously.
they took over France and Germany and Italy and some other places. Like Nazi Germany was like reduced to Berlin, and they took Spain took over UK, and then they went on to invade the U.S.
Whoa, that's a bit of an alternate reality if I've ever seen one.
Sure, Paraguay, I'll give
Gee,
you
fucking
money.
gee.
I don't know why, but I will.
You got to get rich. You got to start making them monies.
Actually,
You should just become like a war profiteer nation. Just stay out of every conflict, but sell arms to the sides.
So
I
That
can't.
is actually a good
basically,
idea.
hold on a second.
basically
Like
be
the
the
U.S.
Swiss.
basically.
Oh,
No, you're talking about the Swiss.
No. Well, the Swiss, they just keep everyone's money for them. That the thing about Switzerland is, who wants Switzerland? It's a very pretty place, but it has no practical use.
I mean, it's mountainous.
Funny story. I've heard a lot of stories, and I could be wrong. If there's any Swiss people watching, please, by all means, tell me how wrong I am. But I've heard stories of people living there where basically it's a redneck's wet dream. You can own a lot of firearms.
Well, the thing is,
I
like,
hear.
you're in Switzerland. It's the middle of the mountains.
I mean, it's a good defendable position. I mean, we're trying to hold
It's a good
off.
Oh, yeah.
like the thing is, it's a good defendable position. But if someone overtakes that defendable position, what's there? Like, why? What's
what
the point?
Really now?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean-
you can have like secret.
I mean, the U.S. has a lot of infrastructure, so it would kind of make sense if someone was like, "Hey, the U.S. that's nice to take over," but Switzerland's like, Switzerland don't got anything. It's got some trains that lead to more nothing.
So,
Bang, bang.
here's an interesting twist on history. Bulgaria actually joined the Entente instead of the Central Powers.
Nick, would you like to explain this to me in something that relates to English?
Okay. A country who was on Germany's side in our timeline is actually on Britain's side in this game.
Oh, interesting.
And they declared
The
war on
Entente.
Romania too for some reason.
For some reason,
Yeah.
someone like threw a stone across the line and it kicked it all off.
Mhm.
It's like how
Somebody pissed off. Somebody fucked a explicit
Would
language
you like
warning
to
here.
just try that again?
Somebody had sex with their wife, who turned out to be a royal, and then that person who had sex with it was actually turned out to be a just a normal peasant, and then everybody lost their fucking minds.
Bane, was that build-up really worth it? Just look at size. Was the payoff to that joke worth it? Was the air that you expended telling that joke worth its comedic value?
Oh, I
It
will
was.
not quit my day job.
Just this is just like a soul journey you got to go on about this joke. I was thinking you were like, oh, it's something, just throw a stone across the line. It's like the thing with North and South Korea about the guys that just stand on the border, like trying to try to glare at the guys across the border. If one of them tripped, it would start another war.
I know.
That's the
That's
great
what I
thing
find
about North
funny.
and South Korea is that if one of those guys on the guard tripped, it would cause a
wait for the-
nuclear war between the two countries.
I wait for the day that happens where somebody just falls down a flight of stairs by accident, and then everybody just goes, "Oh, South Korea did it." It's like, oh fuck,
And there goes war again.
Wow,
There
you gotta
goes
be
the
kidding
world.
me.
Like, man,
No, not
we were talking
really.
about time travel earlier. I just kind of want to bring that back for a second. I've been watching a lot of Futurama lately, and Futurama had a really interesting time travel thing. It was the only forward time travel machine where, to not mess up the universe, it could only go forward.
I didn't.
And
I remember that.
yeah, when they went too far forward, the universe imploded and then recreated itself exactly the same. And he tried shooting Hitler out the window, but accidentally hit Eleanor Roosevelt, I believe.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
No, you don't gotta stop. I'll just you try out the window. Ah, crap. I missed and hit Eleanor Roosevelt instead.
I would have laughed if he said, "No, no, I missed and I hit JFK."
And then they land, and it just so happens that the universe is 10 feet lower, and so they crush all the people that were about to get into the time machine.
Wow.
GG.
Wait, wait, is this the third or fourth time Futurama quit? Like
This is the
Tired.
second, I think,
the second time. All right.
because
The
they
first
basically
time,
they kind of. I love the what was it when they were doing the movies, when they did the 4 movies that make up season, I think is it 6? I think it's 6. But they have a thing at the start where it's like sorry everyone, but you're all fired. You were fired 2 years ago when we were canceled by Box Network. And the line that makes it the B keeps flickering, making it look like Fox Network because that's canceled. There's just a great little thing there where it's like, what about all our fans? And they're just a bunch of fans in the background blowing wind. It's great.
yeah.
And when they were brought onto Comedy Central, because when the movies had left them off in a wormhole, and they were on Comedy Central, and they came out, and he's like, "Oh, that was the Panama wormhole." Oh yes, that's very funny. Yeah, it's more like a comedy channel.
Wow.
And I'm like, God, Futurama.
Honestly, I love the way they do it sometimes. It really is a good
It's
show.
fantastic.
Just, I'm legally inclined to say we are in no way being paid by Futurama or Comedy Central. No,
Well,
Yes,
we
we are.
can't because they're now
Any-
canceled.
We are actually.
Yeah.
David Cohen is now like, he's paying us.
Yeah, he's paying us millions of dollars.
Full
Oh,
disclosure,
I
we
love
are now
this.
so
I
rich.
set up. Okay, I'm playing Gum of Heroes at the same time, and I set up tank traps, and some ally on my team, he just drives his tank straight through my freaking tank traps, just like, oh, I don't even give a fuck. It's like, do you have any
Just
idea how
don't
long
even
it took my
care.
men?
My strategy for playing strategy games is just artillery.
So you're
Oh,
choosing
really?
the French strategy, giant artillery walls, and retreat if necessary.
That's the American strategy, is destroy it with high explosives.
Yes.
Like, what was I remember seeing, like, there was
When
this
in
quote
doubt,
from like a
blow it
war
up.
vet. There was a quote from like a war vet I saw where it's like, if you come across a group of soldiers and you don't know who they are, shoot one bullet over their head so it won't hit anyone and wait for the response. If they all surrender, they're French. If the response is some very high precision rifle fire, they're British. If they reply with a lot of machine gun fire, just in your general area, they're German. And if you don't hear anything for a few minutes and they're then obliterated by either artillery or an airstrike, they're American.
That is actually probably really
I
accurate
love
too.
how I am no longer in charge of political shit, and Mysterious has taken up the mantle.
I blame Chile.
What? I haven't done anything.
Nope, you're the blame train. All aboard the blame train. Whoop, whoop.
Chugga choo choo,
What?
motherfucker.
What?
Has Nick just stopped talking?
Yeah,
Nick's just been
because
chilling
y'all
out listening
keep
to
getting
us.
him. Y'all keep speaking. I can't get a word in edgewise, to be honest.
Okay, Nick. What's
Let's
happening
keep
in your
talking
game
so
right
you
now?
cannot get a word
Um,
in.
The Kingdom of Abyssinia is about to conquer Abyssinia, so I'm about to declare war on them to expand Italian East Africa.
What does that mean? Tell me how you feel, Nick.
Ethiopia's in a civil war, which will
Yeah, there always are.
give me an opportunity to
Go
avenge myself in a previous war that the Italians lost to.
Avenge yourselves, Italians.
Yes.
Wait, which side is Italy joining?
Italy hasn't joined the side yet. I'm sticking to myself here for the moment.
Just Italy be chilling?
Yeah. Oh, and someone told me a few minutes ago to sell just a bunch of arms to everyone.
Yes, that's what I said.
I can't. Because
Why not?
Why not?
everyone else on the global market is offering to sell arms, which means if they're offering to sell, then that means that they don't want to buy any. Which means it's going to be tough for me to sell any to them.
You can sell them off later. See, it's all about supply and demand. If they're not supplying, you got to buy it up while it's cheap, and then when the demand comes back, then you got to sell it to them.
I would sell some to the Transvaal Republic, but I have no trade path there, so oh well.
Use the magic of video game logic.
Video game logic confirmed.
Video game logic confirmed. You're an omnipotent deity that's manipulating this one country as its central leader. That's how you get the top-down view.
Alright, I just put the offer up anyway. If someone decides to take it, then they can. We'll see.
What could you sell to make you a warmongering profiteer? I think that's what our goal should be. Italy should be like present day, I don't know, Sweden. It's just IKEA. You should be IKEA.
Except that you have to build
Worldwide
nukes.
IKEA.
You have to build. Hang on. If IKEA made arms, let's be honest here, they would be the shittiest arms dealer. You have to make everything. Oh, we just bought in bulk 16,000 AK-47s. Hope you like building them.
You get them for a good price, though, and it teaches your soldiers valuable skills about craftsmanship.
This is
Oh,
true.
no, those aren't going to be nice building them. Because you got to make sure that they actually are safe to use when you buy them.
You got to quality test each one and send the ones that don't work back. You're missing the firing pin. It's literally, this weapon doesn't work without it.
South Africa.
Puppet government established, yes.
Okay, this just happened. Germany just
We don't
created
have to-
Darfur.
To
We don't-
what?
Huh?
What did Germany do? I'm interested now.
Germany just created a puppet state, the Kingdom of Darfur. They pushed that far into Africa. Wait, okay, now they're getting pushed back bad.
Whoa,
This
this
ain't-
is interesting. They have Germany's gonna have like an empire.
This
Yeah,
isn't
because
good.
they already had one. Or,
Well,
Joe.
a better
All
empire.
hail Deutschland. All hail the food.
Alright, this is it. Suck it,
Attack.
Kingdom of Abyssinia.
Send in nukes.
Pushing from the
If only.
north.
I wonder if you rush your research tree right, could you get nukes in like the 20s?
No, nukes are not even in the tech tree.
Really? They are for
Really?
the other game.
Well,
Wow.
because this is World War One, not World War Two.
This doesn't even go into World War II stuff.
No.
That's bunk, man.
Technically, after the game ends, I could keep on playing. I could even go to the 1990s to say if I want, but we basically be stuck with,
In the 1990s, you'd be fighting with biplanes.
yes, biplanes and the old tanks. Like, okay, what's Tank 3?
The tanks that were driven by like children because they were so small on the inside.
Yes.
Is that really a thing though?
Yeah, that is actually a thing that actually
Something interesting
happened.
about history. Do you guys remember the Children's Crusades?
Yep.
What?
Back during the time of the
No.
regular Crusades, a guy went around and started recruiting like thousands and thousands of children. What was it? He needed to transport them because they were going off to the Crusades. He needed to transport them, so a bunch of merchants decided to agree to give them free passage. Then they enslaved all the children and sold them.
Wow.
History, everybody. It's fucking dark.
Yeah, the Crusades in particular. What was it? It was either the third or the fourth Crusade where
We need
they were
another crusade.
excommunicated. Where like all the Crusaders were excommunicated for taking out like a Christian city, and so they then decided to attack the Byzantine Empire. That was a fun time.
The Byzantine Empire? Would you be willing to say this empire was owned by Visitor?
No, it was the Byzantine. This was a lot more holy than Visitor. I'm sure Visitor is like voodoo.
What the hell?
Oh god, now I've got that fucking. Sorry. For
You
the
should ally
cursing.
with Japan,
I've got the song from Godsmack in my head now.
Nick.
Thanks a
You
lot.
should totally ally with Japan. This will work out fantastic.
New Caledonia. This is funny.
You know what'll be funny? If you allied with Japan, and by funny I mean profitable.
You keep saying that, but Japan is already allied to Britain.
Look, unless you are planning
Win
on
them over
making
with
mechs
your
or
weapons.
transformers, they're not going to take your weapons.
Okay, what is the most remote, isolated island that you can ally with? Because you should ally with that island.
New Caledonia has recently liberated themselves from France.
You should ally with them.
I don't think that would work. I was open. No, I don't want to piss the French off too much. I won't open
Why not? They won't
negotiations.
do anything back.
Hmm.
Well, you see,
You
this
should-
isn't World War II stereotype France. This is World War One, and they're like
How
right
are they
at
different?
France and World
This
War
was
One
back when
actually.
French was still good.
Yeah, they still kept Paris in World War One for starters.
Whoa. Because I remember in World War II, that got taken over immediately.
Well, actually, in World War II, the Germans bought out a lot of the French officers, like bought them off. So what happened was, yeah, basically the French officers held the gates open for the Germans, basically.
Just chilling. Hey, here's our
Yeah.
city.
So
You gave me like
Wow,
$20 and like a free coupon for admission to your theme park. No, what was it? There's a group that there's a group in the U.S. It's called Model Arab League, where you go there. It's for each school, and you go there, and you're delegates in the Model Arab League. Each school represents a different country, and you go there and you debate issues that you're given beforehand. And for one of ours, it was the second day. It's a 2-day event. Second day, we get there. We end up destroying the opposition's paper, but ours also gets knocked down. So we move on to the next issue. Well, it's getting late on into the day. We're about to leave, so things are getting a bit silly. One of the groups makes a very well written position paper that wants to turn all of all of the Gaza Strip into a water park because, and I quote, "Who wants to bomb a water park?" And that passed. We as the Arab League decided to turn the Gaza Strip into a water park.
Fucking assholes. France just declared war on
Actually-
me.
Yeah, you should totally ally with them now because I mean they already hate you.
Yeah.
Look,
Now I
Nick,
feel
if
like
you had
a
listened
dick
to my
for saying-
advice about allying with Japan, this wouldn't have happened.
Alright, because of that, I just joined Germany's alliance back. I'm allies with Austria again.
Oh boy, we're getting
So-
into our old power struggles.
The struggle.
I left and now I'm back.
Look, Nick, this is very foreboding. The
Wait.
foreboding is real.
Wait, you think I won't make it?
Well, I mean, I could open up my history book.
Well,
Lol.
your history book didn't say anything about France declaring war on Italy.
You know, you've got a point there, Nick.
History confirmed. GG.
Yep.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
No,
Hold
not
on,
really.
wait a second. Minus myself, there are 3 people in this room. Half-Life
Yes.
3 confirmed.
Yes. Holy shit.
You know what else has
Oh
3?
no. No, no,
What?
no,
3
no,
sides
no,
into a
no, no.
triangle. Illuminati
Oh my
confirmed.
god. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
But really,
You know, if you added the
Josh
sides
actually
to
in the
World
channel?
War II, you'd have 3 sides. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
And we just made 3 different ways on Half-Life 3 confirmed. Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Yeah.
It's written in plain text.
Oh my god, there was a prank on April
Wait, what
Fool's
the
Day about
fuck?
Half-Life 3.
What the
Oh my
fuck did I
God.
just do?
Wait. Was it started by Valve, Daniel?
What is going on, Nick? You were like,
Seriously?
what is happening?
I was clicking through events and I clicked through one and I don't know.
And everything went awful. Good job.
GG.
You should
So,
take a...
just bombard Provence right now. We'll charge in.
Yeah, can you take over America?
I don't
I mean,
know.
if you could take over Canada or Mexico, take over Mexico.
Start from the bottom.
Yeah, start from the bottom, just work your way up.
I
Well,
don't
I
think-
mean, the world is like arbitrarily positioned. You could turn it upside down and nothing would change. So I mean, I start from one geographic location and move directly from that location.
What do you mean by
straight
that?
line.
Serious? What do you mean by that?
I mean, like the way the world map is, like that Nick's viewing, that's completely arbitrary. You could like turn it literally upside down, and it'd be the same. It'd be technically still correct.
Oh.
in a
Because I'm-
sort of technical speaking, but every map sees it this way.
Yeah, I mean, but again,
So
with our way of looking is at the Earth at this angle. But if we were the Earth, since it's just floating in space,
Basically,
turn
what
it upside
Mysterious
down
is trying to
and see
say
it the same
is
way.
we're not really on planet Earth and we're in the Matrix.
Of course,
Wait,
I think that's
wait,
what
what?
all my conversations end up leading to. Neo from the Matrix. Whoa.
so wait, why did I just leave Germany's alliance again?
To join
I
America's?
just-
I don't know.
No, not at all.
Because you realized that it was a bad idea.
No. Think I got an event or something?
Germany didn't want you in their little club.
I am
Do I?
really lost. Hold on a sec. I'll try to ally with them again when it's my turn. It's expanded my territorial claims in metropolitan France and the Tunisian coastal regions. My claims have expanded, and Finland's declared independence from Russia.
You should make a new Mongolia.
The conflict in Savoy
God.
has caught the attention of the United States?
Oh boy!
What
Well,
would
that's
the-
interesting.
Correct
would
me if
the-
I'm wrong, but the United States during this time was an isolationist nation.
They were. They
They
were. It took way
Mm.
more than conflict between Italy and France and Savoy for them to really care.
It'd be interesting if they got involved at this point.
Crystal
I mean,
Alliance?
what are they part of an alliance at this point?
No, I'm pretty sure they're just themselves.
If you could ally with the U.S., that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty beneficial.
Well, I mean, the way I see it, you could bring them onto your side and crush this before it starts.
Supports.
Mhm.
Trying to see here. Well, I just got back into the alliance with Germany. Wait, do they not even have any diplomatic relations with Germany? Oh, they do, they do.
Could you bring them in on the side of Germany?
I don't know if it worked that way, I think technically Germany is the alliance leader, so they would have the responsibility. If I were to ally with the U.S., then I would leave Germany's alliance and become allies with the U.S., I think.
Well, I think you should join the U.S. regardless.
No. Not right
Why
now.
not?
Because America.
They have a lot more land.
Who are they?
Yeah.
They're just isolationist dudes.
For now, I'm sure they'll eventually get out of that.
I'm trying to think like an Italian in 1915.
Because that worked out
yeah.
great.
Here's what you do: you eat a lot of cheese and wine. That's where you start with that, and then
Eat
you eat a lot of
lasagna.
pasta. And yeah, eat a lot of lasagna and pasta.
Yes.
Lasagna, delicious.
Oh my god, I want some lasagna now. God damn it, guys, I hate you.
I always want lasagna at all times of the day. It is a ravenous hunger that has destroyed my personal life.
Alright. Austria's just taking care of the Serb problem. Looks like my African colonies are gonna bite the dust.
Another one bites the dust.
You started later in the song than I did.
Oh, hey, we got a fourth viewer?
Yeah,
Ooh.
who's this guy?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! We got a badass over here.
He's not nearly as cool as us, though. Just remember that.
I'm not even watching the stream. So it's probably like, so probably y'all two watching it.
But support for democracy increases. Alright. How long have I been going?
About 30 minutes, I think.
Alright.
been a little
How
while.
much government support for different ideologies do I have? Time to start a coup up in this bitch. Theocracy.
What are you gonna be doing?
I'm gonna make a theocratic Italian Catholic state.
This should be interesting.
Very interesting.
Or maybe
indeed.
dictatorship?
I mean, hey, they're all pretty good.
Dictatorships have never failed, even if they're, totally.
I mean, what
awesome
are your
dictatorships.
options? What are your options?
I got the government types. I can be a dictatorship, a monarchy, an absolute monarchy, constitutional monarchy, representative democracy, socialist state, nationalist state, fascist state,
You should
theocracy.
be a fascist state. Just cause.
But part of me doesn't want to. Yet at the same time, part of me does. Yet at the same time,
I mean,
don't
I'd either
know.
go with a fascist state or a theocracy. They both sound pretty interesting.
Remind me again what a theocracy is.
It's a religious government. No separation of church
okay.
and state.
Okay.
Even more than that, it's church and state completely integrated, one and
Yeah.
the same.
Where basically the leader of the church is also leader of the state. That's a terrifying thought.
Yeah.
I mean, unless he's a cool dude. I mean,
Think like
Religion, secular, yes.
Well,
I like this. This is good.
let's do it. All right, gotta wait for it to give me my stuff.
And we're
Dang
ready
it!
for
It
on the
didn't
screen.
work. It didn't work, guys. Not like
Didn't
I
work?
hoped. Usually what's supposed to happen when I instigate the coup is that if it works, then some of the regions in the nation would cede to me. If it doesn't work, then I get nothing. Fog of War turns off for whatever reason. And I am listed as a nation with 0 MPUs, 1 population. So it's basically just me in my capital city, probably in
Shut-
one building.
Just you.
The Italian state operating out
Nice.
of one building in the middle of Rome. So
Well done.
So
dude.
I'm
so
basically
basically, you just created the what is that Christian organization in Helsing, the super crazy one
I don't know.
in the Helsing.
I think I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, the crazy ones, the crazy dudes who are
Probably
like
most-
who initiate like
basically
the
just-
fifth.
Nick
Crusade.
pulled like, I'm heck with this. I'm making my own government, and then did.
And then the rest of Italy is like, no, fuck you, which we're gonna see
Not
in a
even.
second.
Hey, y'all, I'm gonna back out.
Man, they
y'all.
didn't want to transfer to fascism.
It's about like
These guys
11 o'clock.
stink.
I'm gonna sleep.
So-
Peace out, y'all.
Okay,
Oh, I'm
later.
sorry. I forgot to give a fuck. It's like 3 a.m. my time. How do you think I feel?
Alright, so I'm going to end this session right now. And basically, the way it's going to work with this game is that, so the Italy game, as far as recording, is over. So I might
Defeat.
play other countries, and I will upload more videos of this game, but at kind of like different points in future games. Like I may do a couple of videos of one country, then a couple of videos of another country, and you'll see when they come out. So for next time, I have been Commander N. Sign yourselves out, guys.
I went for Bane.
Bye bye.
This has been me, Mr. Mysterious, rambling on for a little while, transmitting my sweet voice into your brainwaves.
Not
Peace.
even. And we will be back again next time with more. Later.